He goes, get the fuck home. You know, I will. I gotta go get McDonald's first. He was like, God, you're gonna kill someone. I'm like, probably. If I do, don't worry, I know what hide them. He goes, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, okay. And then he calls my mom. You know Alex was driving, right? Oh my God, he kill someone yet? No. He was like, he just did a big ass turn. Oh my God. At least he didn't kill no one. I was like, yeah, I ain't killed no one yet. Fuckers. It was fun. But, yeah. It's fucked up. Yeah. Dude, the thing I like about when I drive the automatic is it's like sometimes the brake, like on this one, when I do it, like when I have the emergency brake on, you're supposed to not move. It's like it's automatically supposed to stop you. On this one, it won't. You can still continue to move. So I'm just like, fuck. I don't know. It's because I think once Sky messed it up, she had the brake on when she was driving, and then she just kept pushing the gas. So I think it fucked up our emergency brake. So I gotta have one of my mechanics look at it. And I told her I was like it was whatever because it was true. It was her like her second time, and I would always do set up the car for her. Like I would put the emergency brake off. I would turn on the gas, and I would put it in park or like whatever. But I told her too she needs to start learning for herself. I can't always do it. And she goes like it's hard. I'm like it's not hard. You gotta read it, and then you gotta just look it up. I was like how I did it was I looked up videos, and that's how I did it. What do you mean you could have guessed? Hold up.
We need to locate a bomb. Drone has located a bomb. 10 seconds to insertion. Insertion in 5 seconds. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it. You have located a bomb.
Changing mags. We can push forward. Bringing replicator online. Let's proceed slowly.
How the fuck are they spotting me? I don't give a fuck if I've been spotted. Yeah. Dude, really? You guys are fucking blinding me. I hate these people. Damn it, dude. He's picking up his teammate. You could pick me up. Never mind, they killed me. He's right in front of you, dude. You fucking suck. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're not. Never mind. Go into the wall, nigga. Go into the wall, nigga. Nigga, he has. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, thank God. Mom, thank you fucking did this. What's up? The DMV? Or the city? No. The governor over here, he wants everything closed again, I guess. Nah, they're opening up the malls and everything like that, but people are going to the beach again with no fucking everything, like nothing, no mask, no nothing. And now the governor's like, okay, now if you guys continue to do this, I'm just gonna close everything again. He goes, I'm not gonna open it just because you guys complain. Which, because it was true, we had like a whole bunch of people like going against it, saying like, oh no, this is retarded. You need to open the beaches, you need to open the salons, you need to open the mall. I'm like, the mall is not a necessity. And I was just like, whatever. Like, even my fucking cousin was like, dude, they need to open the mall. I'm like, why, nigga? He goes, so I could go look at girls. I'm like, little fucking pervert ass motherfucker. Go online and get you girls. Nah, I don't know, dude. In my opinion, I don't think it's whatever to me. If they open everything again, it's whatever. I hopefully I go back on the 3rd, dude, because I haven't even got the fucking unemployment shit. And I'm just like, fuck, dude, I'm just taking everything out of my savings right now. So it's like it's getting annoying. And everyone's like, oh, but it's worth the time because, like, just think about it, like, you don't have to freaking worry about the money when you get it back, and like you would have been good. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you still savings up. What the fuck you mean I'm gonna be good? Ew, these niggas in the same place. Mozzie. Yeah, I don't want to push it on my savings, but if I have to, I have to. I can't bitch on it. Let's see, I hear someone in this room. Frost right there. Oh, you guys are barely about to get your taxes, or what? Yeah, cause what was I gonna say? Fucking, my homegirl did her taxes a while back, and she still hasn't got them, and then like, but she got her settlement check, and I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. Nice. This Mozzie goes on his drones too much, dude. Yeah, he was on his drones the entire fucking game. Just pinging us. I'm just like, dude, you see that we're coming and rushing you and you're still pinging us? Like, when I run Mozzie, I just leave my drones there. Like, I'll put them in places people can see, but then, like, I won't touch them unless, like, we're in a good place. I can go in it real fast and go try to drone someone out for someone. Shit. Did you hear about the fucking cops killing that one dude? Yeah. Dude, I feel bad for this guy. This fucking guy's carried fucking his whole team. His whole team has 0 kills except for one guy, and he has like all 5 kills. Yeah, I was watching the video and I was just like, dude, that's kind of fucked up. Like, this dude's over here begging you to like let him go and everything like that, and you're just like, no, no. And then like everyone was like, oh, water's leaking. All this dude pissed himself. Like, he was scared. Like, he pissed himself. Yeah. And then everyone's just like, oh. Some people were like, oh, it's that guy's fault because he should have just been cooperating with them. He was resisting. I'm like, no, the fuck he was not. When the fuck did he resist? I'm like, when they got that foot out of the car, they threw that foot to the ground. Automatically, and that was it. Like, they didn't fucking give him no heads up, no warning, no nothing. They just threw that foot to the ground. I was like, you guys are just saying that because you're a white person and it's a white fucking cop doing it.
Changing mags.
Yeah, like people, because I was on Facebook and they were fucking just bitching saying like, oh no, it was that guy's fault. I'm like, okay, dude, like, whatever you want to say. Whatever makes you sleep better at night, I guess. Yeah, I don't either, dude.
Gotta reload.
I'm waiting for one of these fools to jump out. Let me see. So that one's reinforced, that's reinforced, that's reinforced. Who's behind the wall? Fuck, I'll just shoot that shit open then. That one's behind the mirror. Okay. I thought someone was in there. Guess not. Fucking hate. Dude, IQ, you're fucking peeking it, dude. Shoot her. Nice shit, Ash. Nice shit. Let the kill there. Nice shit. Almost. Probably at this much I'm gonna get off. I gotta go too. Yeah, I gotta wake up at 6. And probably we're not gonna go sleep until fucking 3 o'clock because the baby's still up. Why? What happened to? What happened? Nah, dude. That's in my grandma's garage now. So that's what happened. My lawyer, me were going after it, and I told my lawyer what was going down, and I showed her the paperwork saying that we got a contract signed for the month, their fucking mortgage, whatever, when I paid for it, and I told them how much I had to owe me. So since they broke the contract, I didn't know what my lawyer had done, but my lawyer had put if the contract was broken with late fees and no no fucking what's it called, activity of payments or anything like that, then not only will they have to pay me back, they would have to pay me back another $5,000 for my hardship. And then after that, they would have to pay for my lawyer's services. And they signed it. And my lawyer specifically went, do you guys want the contract for at least a day or two to read the fine prints? Because I had put in stuff in it. And they go, no, it's fine, we trust you. And she repeated, okay. And I'm repeating it myself one more time just so I can let you guys know. I had added stuff in here for Alex's benefit. So she says, if you do not like anything here, I would suggest you read it. They go, no, it's whatever, I don't care. Then my lawyer says, okay. She goes, I'm gonna take it as that. And she goes, would you guys like to sign? And she goes, yeah. So then my fucking Thea was like, I don't give a fuck, just sign the paperwork and let's get it over with. I'm tired, I wanna go home. And then my lawyer wasn't being a bitch or nothing like that. She wasn't being mean. She was just saying, okay, one, don't come at my client with disrespect. She goes, my client's the one who's giving you the money, and you're coming at him with disrespect. And then she started saying like, oh, I don't care who he is. It's like, I just need the money so we can pay our bills, and that's it. She goes, that's all I want. So my lawyer goes, okay. So my lawyer had told her, that's fine. She goes, we'll give you whatever you want, the fine print, whatever. So my lawyer goes, hold on. She goes, I'll come back tomorrow and you guys can sign the paper. She goes, why? She goes, because I want you guys to be sure what you're signing. So on top of the $5,000, my lawyer added that they had to pay for her fees. And what she charges is $300 an hour. She dealt with them for 2 whole weeks. So when we brought it up to the judge's thing, they said no, we didn't know about that. But then my lawyer said, and she records everything. She records all her conversations, she records all her meetings, and she tells you right then and there, I have a recorder and I record all of our meetings. If you do not feel comfortable with it, then I am not the lawyer for you. But this is for my benefit and well as yours. And she tells them too, if you would like, you can bring your own recording device or record whatever you want, and you can record our conversation as well, or I can give you a copy of it. They said they didn't care about the fine print, nothing like that in the contract. They just wanted to have the mortgage paid for the 3 months we agreed on. Yeah. So the judge told them, well, whose fault was it? And they said, well, it was her. She didn't explain the contract to us. They go, and she said, I did. I told you that there was fine print from my client if you guys were to screw him over. And she told you there was a charge. You said no, you didn't care. You weren't gonna do nothing to him. You were gonna pay him back the money and plus a little extra because of the money he has to pull out. She was pissed. She was like, I'm not giving that much. At the end of the fucking call, they owe me 15 16k. And the reason was because the judge put in the months I paid for the mortgage plus the little interest we had, so it was supposed to be an extra 500. And if they were late, it was supposed to go up because it was a contract. Like the judge said, it's a contract. You signed the contract knowing, and she gave you the option to read it for a whole day. She did not take the privacy. She did not take it away. She even told you can read it right then and there. You guys said no, you didn't care. So my tia said, I ain't gonna pay shit. Fuck him. Fuck this and whatever. She hung up on the call. My uncle said, I'll pay you as much as I can. I'll pay you as best I can. The judge said this. And he asked me, he goes, Alex, is this your uncle? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, do you want him to pay him? Like, I honestly, no, I don't want him to pay me back or nothing. I want her to pay me back because she was the one who signed the contract. She was the one who was rushing because my uncle did ask, can he read or can she explain to him? And my lawyer was like, yeah, I'll explain it to you. She goes, I'll explain whatever you want. Just let me know. And he goes, no, whatever. And she signed it. So her print is on it, not my uncle's. All my uncle did was just be a witness to the contract being signed. Now my uncle signed a contract of his own, but I told my lawyer not to do anything to him, just to tell him to pay me back the money, which was what I did. She had no late fees for him, no interest fees, no nothing like that of the sort. So it was nothing for me to gain in it. It was just the money that I gave them originally. With this bitch, since she wanted to be fucking a bitch to my lawyer was like, okay, you want to be mean to me? I'm not doing nothing to you. I asked you if you wanted to read it. You don't want to read it, that's fine. So my lawyer told her straight up. She goes, okay. So she fucking said, she goes, I purposely made sure she was going to pay for whatever she caused. She says she's rich. She says she has the money. Hopefully she does. And yeah, now she owes me that much. And now she said no. She called us. She called me. She's saying no. She told me that she's not gonna pay me a fucking dime. That to have her uncle pay me all my amount. The judge said no. The judge said that if it went into another trial, and if it fully went that far, he would take out the money from her bank. Well, and then we told about what he did to an Paula, and Paula was under my uncle's name. And then my uncle signed it away to her. But the judge said that is collateral. Because that's what they put up for the contract. If they couldn't pay it back, I got the Paula for collateral damage. Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't know that until my lawyer told me. So now they had to fix the whole Paula from start to what it was at to everything like that of the story. And the judge wants everything new. Everything. He even says he wants the fucking engine new. He wants the gas new. He wants everything new. He don't care. And he said too, make it happen. And on top of that, he wants her to still pay me back the money. And he said too, he goes, how old are you? And he asked me, and I was like, I'm 21. Turning 22 in a couple months. He goes, do you have any kids? I'm like, yes, I'm about to have my second one. He asked me straight up, why would you loan someone that much amount of money knowing you're gonna have kids? I go, just because I have kids doesn't mean I can't help my family. I'm like, I don't have this money just for myself. I don't have this money just for who I am. I have this money for my family who helped me during the time I needed help. And he said, okay. He goes, thank you. He goes, I appreciate you giving me your time. He goes, and you were very polite. You were at no inch rude or disrespectful to me. He goes, I appreciate that. He goes, and you're young. And he goes, all you asked for is what you were earned. I was like, yeah. I go, I put that money away. I go, yes, I have more money away, but I have another kid coming. And we don't know the gender yet, and I still gotta buy all the stuff. And since all this pandemic is going on, I don't know what to do. And he goes, I understand. He goes, they will pay you back all the money they owe you, plus what they promised. I'm like, are you sure? I don't want them to start fight with me or like try to threaten to kill me, whatever. I go, cause this crazy bitch over here, and I told him straight up, this crazy bitch right here has threatened to kill me a couple times, and I won't touch her cause she's a female. And he said straight up, I don't care if she does threaten to kill you. He goes, I'll just put her in jail forever and I'll take all her assets. And she, I guess, by the end of the day, she was crying, begging her ex-husband or new husband, whatever the fuck that fool was, to help her out. That fool left her. He left her, and that was it. And then she was crying over here, saying like, why me? Like, I did everything for you. I gave you the Impala like you asked for. And then like he told her straight up, he goes, you took it too far though. He goes, I didn't know he was gonna have a second kid. She goes, why does that matter? She goes, because I might be an asshole, but I'm not an asshole to take away a child's money. So then now she's by herself and she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to handle it. She doesn't even know the fucking ex-husband even said straight up, he goes, you're fucked. He goes, the judge just told you. He goes, if you don't pay the money back, you're gonna legit go to prison for life. Yeah, and then I told her, I was like, whatever. But the judge said too. He goes, it doesn't matter if she begs, she cries, he goes, she can't get away. I go, why? And I asked him, I go, can't she just go on a run and like, let's not give me shit? He goes, she could, but she still has bank accounts under her name. She has to take out all that money, and he can put a hold on her accounts, so where she can't take out shit. And I never knew they could do that, but he said they could if it went to that extreme level. Yeah. He said, but it. Uh-huh. So, since the paw is under collateral damage, I'm getting it. But the judge told me too, he goes, just because it's a collateral, it's gonna take time for it to get rebuilt. I'm like, I know, I just wanted to give it to my friend. He goes, at the point where this is all finished, you can give it to your friend if you want. He goes, but you gotta remember this. He goes, since it was in a case and anything like that, your friend will have to purge it from you. I'm like, I can't give it to him for free. He goes, and technically yes, but he goes, it'll come back on your taxes and you're gonna have to pay it back. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, that's cool, me. But no, he told me. I'm not. I already told him too. Like, I'm probably not gonna do it. But I talked to my lawyer, and she was just like, she was laughing over here, smiling. I was like, hi. She goes, hi, mijo. She goes, oh my god, we won. I was like, you're a fucking demon. She goes, they pissed me off. And she goes, you already know I always have your interests at heart. I'm like, yeah, I know. I go, but you didn't have to do it like that, fucking brutal. I go, you know I love you, but fuck. And it's true because she's been my lawyer since I was 13. Yeah, she was the one I always called when I got in trouble. And she hates when someone tries to fuck with me. She'll fucking wreck your life hell. Uh-huh. She doesn't even know about it. Yeah, but she's gonna have to pay it back over time, or she's gonna have to give it all to me, or even the judge said he can sell the cars, and I could get it that way. Yep. Nothing much, it's just that I already know this chick's gonna fucking try to make a thing happen. Yeah. Well, yeah, the judge really fucking. I guess he put a warrant for her arrest. But I already know this. Where's she gonna go? She has no money to go for right now. They already fucking froze her account. What can she do? Fucking cry and beg for fucking the lawyers to help her. Even her own lawyer said, "You should have read the fine print. He did not hide nothing from you." He goes, "Yes, they did." I'm like, "No, they didn't." And she even put it on the back of the page, all the way at the end of the page. The responsibilities of the person who signed the contract, what was gonna happen, and everything like that. And they go, "No, no, 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 they cheated us. They fucking stole all our money. None of this and none of that." And I was just like, "Dude, we didn't do shit." I'm like, "My lawyer gave you the options and so many times to read the fine print." It's like if you would have read the fine print like she asked, you wouldn't have been in this situation. She goes, "But where is this fair at?" And my lawyer said it straight up. She goes, "Where is it fair at that a 19-year-old boy had to pay for your guys' mortgage?" Because that's how old I was. I was 19, turning 20 already. And she goes, "You guys were adults." She goes, "And a 19-year-old boy who was starting his family had to pay for it." She goes, "So where is that fair at?" She goes, "He knew what he was getting himself into." She goes, "And you also did." She goes, "You are not a child. You are not a baby. You're a woman." She goes, "So act like one." She goes, "You put yourself in this hole. Now you can find a way to dig yourself out." She goes, "I'm gonna be in debt for like ever." She goes, "No." She goes, "And Alex is not asking for all of it at once. He's even giving you offers to do payments with him." And it's true, I did. I told them straight up, "I'll accept payments." And they said, "What's the lowest I'll go?" And I go, $100. And then the judge asked, "Okay, $100 a month or $100?" I was like, I go, "The way they do is because my uncle gets paid back what car he repairs, and then she's a nurse." So I was like, if they can't pay it, $100 is fine. I'm like, but I want it every time they get paycheck, so that will be $400 every month. Or if they get 3 checks a month, I want $500. I go, I do not see how that's not fair. He goes, "It is fair." He goes, "It's very fair." He goes, if it was me, I would take half their check. He goes, because they owe you that a certain amount. He goes, by law, he goes, I could lock them all up, and they won't have their home no more. He goes, or I can even because I guess he could sell their house, and he can give me the money that he gets from the house, and he can sell their cars too.
Like you said, by law, you can take away everything. But your uncle also has the language. And you don't want to do anything to your uncle, which I understand. Which is fair. And without the officer not gonna let
Yeah.
you really wanted to take everything.
Yeah, and he told me too. He was just like, and we were on the phone for like 3 hours, dude, because he was getting a headache because this bitch did not want to cooperate with him. He even gave her options. He was like, sweetie, if you can't pay it now because of the pandemic, I'm not gonna make you. He goes, I go, yeah, I'm not gonna make you either. He goes, because it's not right. If you don't have the money because of you're not working or this or that, which is true because it's a pandemic, everyone's going through the time. And he goes, I will give you the option not to pay for this time until this is all over. And until the country, the state or whatever is open again and you start working and you start getting back on your feet. He goes, I'm not a monster. He goes, unless you make me one. And it was true. She was just like, nope, I'm still not gonna pay it. And then like I just said something. I was like, why? She goes, because you're gonna get the last win. I'm like, I'm really not. I still lost money. I go, yeah, I can get the money back. I go, but you're bitching over here because you signed the contract. No one put a gun to your head and made you sign the contract. And she goes, you technically did. I'm like, explain it. I go, in the recording, you were begging us. You were saying, just sign it. I need the money for the thing. I need the money for the mortgage. I need the money for this. And to find out, my uncle paid for the mortgage that month. I gave him the money I gave them, she used. But the judge said still, it doesn't matter. He said I could have gave you them $1,000 and they could have said they used it for the mortgage and they could have went to the strip club, the bar, whatever, and used it. It doesn't matter because they still use the money. Once it hits their hands, it's their money at that point, and we sign the contract. They go like, you can ask someone, oh, I'm gonna get a loan for a car insurance, and you don't have to go fucking do the car insurance as long as you pay it off. They can't tell you nothing because you paid it off still. I was just like, whatever. And he told me too, he goes, are you upset because they took this amount of, I'm like, I don't really care, dude. It's just like, it's just the fact like it's getting annoying already. And it's like, and I have my kids, and I'm just trying to make sure they're good for the time being. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I understand. He goes, I have 4 kids of my own. And he goes, and that's a respectful thing. He goes, because you're not over here just wanting to get the money just so you can have the money. You're over here getting the money so your kids can have the money. I'm like, yeah, why am I gonna fucking be like, oh, like, no, I don't want the money, I just want it for my kids. I'm like, I want it for my kids and that's it. Like, I don't need anything else of the money. Oh, it's like, my kids are the ones who need the money. And that's it. And then he said too, he goes, I respect it. He goes, there's nothing more admirable than a dad who's supporting his family. Yeah, but the judge was kind of pissed off. He even said it too. He goes like, yeah, I'm kind of pissed off. He goes, because it looks like she just doesn't care. Yeah, she's in the system because she once he put the warrant out, he said like, oh no, she's in the system. He goes, it doesn't matter what she says, what she does. Today.
Oh, shit.
That's why I wasn't on. That's why I told you I was on my phone just checking you guys out, seeing what the fuck was going on with you guys.
Oh, nice. Just hopping on and off. Yeah. All this started strong ones. And it just, yeah, all this started with the fault. Love this.
Yeah. And she had the chance too, dude. She had the chance to fucking just give me the Apollo, do what I asked. And I, when I remember, brought the contract up, I even told my lawyer I wouldn't let the contract just fucking die right there. Like, I would have ripped the contract up myself. If I ever got the Apollo. But, and he asked too. He goes, "Why did she want the Apollo so bad?" She goes, "She put it up for collateral. She said she didn't care about it." And I told her that her fucking ex-husband wanted it because it was worth money. And she goes, "So you guys so you guys are in 6K debt, and you guys couldn't give a $5,000 car or $4,000 car away." He goes, "Who feels like the dumbasses now?" And he just fucking hit his thing, and he was like, adjourned. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Wow.
And my uncle came over to my pad, and he tried to give me money. He goes, here's 600. He goes, "This is all I have in my pocket." And he goes, "In my bank." He goes, "I'll start paying you as soon as possible." He goes, "I'll try to get you some money." I was like, "Just keep it." I'm like, "It's whatever." I'm like, "The judge could tell me for you to pay me back, and I'll just tell him, yeah, you paid me all back. They don't need to know you didn't." He goes, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." I go, "Just keep it, dude." I was like, "I don't care." He goes, he goes, "Okay, what about when all this stuff starts going down and everything starts coming my way again?" He goes, "I pay you for your stuff." I go, "For your car, so if your car needs an upgrade, I'll pay for the parts." I was like, "That sounds like a good deal to me." He goes, "I'll pay for it," and he goes, "I'll be the one to personally put it on for you." I'm like, "That's fine with me." He goes, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine with me."
Volkswagen Volkswagens aren't that cheap. Well, not anymore, ever since Volkswagen bought them.
Yeah, and like I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's fine with me."
Nice. And does it decide how your uncle's name for the contract again?
No, but remember, he did his own contract. They both did their own contract.
Oh, he didn't pay you back for his contract?
No, he didn't pay me back, but I already knew why he wasn't, because of all the bills that he had to do and all the stuff and since all this shit's going on that he couldn't pay nothing, I already knew why. He told me. He told me ahead of time. He was like, he wasn't gonna be able to pay me back, but he was gonna try his best. And I wasn't upset with it.
Not like her. She just like chose not to. No, but how come she does have a good job? She's a nurse. Like, are nurses working like full time right now?
She doesn't want to.
I feel like the judge has the same question.
Yeah, she doesn't want to. She said it like, she goes, "I don't want to." She goes, "Because of all the pandemic and everything like that, I don't want to work at all."
That is a really good excuse. It wasn't like,
But then the judge said too, he goes, "And that's your fault that you don't have money." She goes, "Because she was blaming everything else, but he said too, he goes, "That's your fault." He goes, no one made you not stop working."
so, judge rules your favor.
Mm-hmm.
An Impala with brand new parts and $15,000.
It wasn't that hard. I knew my lawyer did some fucking shit that she always does. I just didn't think she fucking went this far.
I think that past effective protection is especially on
Yeah, dude. Whatever. I don't care. It's like money's good and everything like that, but like I told her straight up, I didn't want to ruin your life. I did not want to do this to you. I go, you put it